Yo, what we saying, people? What we spraying, people? Back again with another stream. And I won't lie, I feel like I ain't done a match preview in a minute. I really feel like I haven't done a match preview in a minute. So I won't lie to anybody. I'm super gassed that Arsenal's back. You know me. You know, obviously, I know we're going through the dark times. I know we ain't done as well as what we should have been doing this season, but I can't lie. I love watching my club in it. So I'm happy that Arsenal's back. And I will be doing the watch along tonight. So all of you that want to watch me watch some Arsenal, you know where to be, 6:45 p.m. I probably will just redirect. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I might as well make the stream fucking public from now, innit? Bear with me. Because I already said it all. Look at me, man. I already set out the thing already. You know me, ahead of schedule and all them things there. Fucking the thumbnail already done. All of that. Let me just make it live. And then I'll just probably just redirect to this, innit? And then at least y'all can just like it. If you want to chill and wait, well within your right, maybe have it in a different tab. But if at the very least you can just slap a like on it once I send you there at the end of the stream, that'll be wavy. Obviously, remember to slap the likes. You know, 79 people inside. Obviously, big up Monts and big six bands for the raid. Just make sure you're hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed already, come and subscribe and join the village. We're trying to do big things over these sides. What are we on at the moment? Last time I checked, we're on 4.562. Let's get to 4.6 right away because we're trying to get to 5K right away because we're trying to get to 10K right away. This is going to be the year that goes clear. And check me out. Yeah. Check me out. The rhyming, you know them way there. And obviously, if you do want to become a member, you do have the option. If you do want to grab me a coffee, you do have the option. Support your boy. Big up Z, smash the likes. Big up Hooks, Monts Raid. Big up Warrior J93. Hit the likes on your way in. You done know. Big up Kingsman 7. FSG out. BSB Raid. Done know. Big up Godfrey, my brother. Big up Hooks. Spud. You get it? Craig Beasley. Yes, Hooks. Big up yourself, bro. Big up DJ Dens. Let's get the likes up immediately. If we do not get the likes up, then I mean, I'm defo thinking.
Is it a colour thing? Is there a colour thing about that? Is there underbelly colour thing that?
Yeah, cause you man know around these sides.
Strength, no weakness. We don't do weakness.
You get it? So do your job. I do mine. You know them way there. Big up Dammy. Hey bro, why don't you start doing match reviews such as starting XI ECT before the match game stream? I do, kinda, a bit, kinda. So I usually start my watch alongs, and well, at least the Arsenal ones, I usually start the watch alongs like an hour prior to the game kicking off, and that's when, you know, I talk a bit about the lineup, what I think is going to happen, final score predictions, talk to the chat a bit about it, all of that stuff. I don't do like a separate show. And then obviously after the game, I'll do a fan cam where I'm like, cool, reaction to the game, whatnot. And then usually the following morning, in some capacity, I'll talk about the game. So, yeah, Dammy, lock in, get loaded, and ready for the journey, man. Arsenal's back. Yeah. And obviously, I put a poll in the chat. Should Arsenal start Saka today? Okay, wait, this is what I said, right? I think that's what I said. I think that was the question. Question is, yeah, should Arsenal start Saka today? You know, because obviously there's been a lot of talk about it, you know, and I've seen a lot of photos. Saka looks like he's ready. Big up JJ. Saka looks like he's ready. Saka looks like he's ready to get involved, ready to dive in, ready to kick ball. He's looking happy. Seen some of the videos. He's moving about freely. Obviously, he played it behind, I don't know how many, but I know he played about, for sure, he played one behind closed doors match when, I think it's when we was in Dubai, which was 2 months ago now. So I would have imagined they would have played, maybe they would have arranged one during the the international break that just went by. So I definitely think that he's played to some capacity. He's obviously been training. Obviously, in training, there'll be training matches as well. I know they're not as intense as real matches, but he's still getting into the swing of like regular motion, regular movement. So, yeah, there's been a lot of talk about has he been rushed back, but I don't know if we can say this is rushing back because, in all fairness, it seems he's been away for a while, you know, people. And on top of that, he had it's this new surgery. I don't know too much about it, but I briefly I think Arteta was talking about it, where it strengthens the scar tissue in a mad way, so it's less likely that there'll be a recurrence. So yeah, but big up LP Shire 11. Arteta should be sacked if he rushes back Bukayo. I hear it. Jay Simpson 90. Big up Howdy Hawks. I big up Slick AFC. When will you be Arteta out? I don't do this in out, shake it all about. I don't do the hokey cokey or turn around. You get it? All I do know is we need to get over the line. Yeah. We need to get over the line. And right now, it seems
nobody can cross it. It's only who understand it. Like a fisherman and a fisherwoman.
Yeah, it looks like nobody can cross that line, but we need to cross the line. Yeah. And if we don't get, any major trophies, then I think he should deserve to be sacked. End of the season. Now, whether he is sacked or not, entirely out of my control. I have no control over that. And anybody that wants to, regularly have those conversations on every stream, there's many places you can go to have those conversations. I just think it's a bit boring every day. Oh, Arteta needs to go out, or sack this guy, or sack the guy, or talking about match preview, sack the guy. You get it? All of them things there. I think it's a bit dead still, can't lie. But there's many places where those conversations I had on a regular basis, Some of my brothers do it, so head over to them, man. You know what I mean? I think he's 100% going to start. Yeah, I'm starting to more and more get that feeling. More and more get that feeling. But I don't think he should start. I think he should play a part in the game if necessary. I would personally only bring him on the last 20 minutes of the game. I think you have to be very careful with Saka. And the reason why I say you have to be very careful with Saka, because Saka's not just any player. Saka's actually one of those players for Arsenal that the fan base will go to war with you over. So let's just say Arteta does start him and then he pulls up within the first 30 minutes of the game. He's finished. Arteta's done. I would be surprised if fans don't run on the pitch and chase after, man. Cause if you mess about with Bukayo, our star, one of our own. Yeah. We've been through way too much with Bukayo, so he's got to be careful. And I think it makes more sense to bring Bukayo Saka on, at the dying embers of a game when everybody's tired. You get me? When everybody's not really trying to chase too much, and Saka can maybe take advantage of extra space in the game because people have switched off and all of them things there. Remember, the video is important. So, but I think it's a very big risk to start him. I think starting him is a very, very big risk. I won't lie to anybody. It's a very, very big risk. At least it came back after 4 weeks. And Saka bang on that schedule. But did Elise is a tier 3, grade 3, whatever they want to call it. Grade 3. Was it that? You know what I mean? I big up Hooks, man. I big up PFC TV. My brother, my bro. Hope you're good, man. I don't believe there was an inside game. We all know our manager lies. I hear it, man. I hear it. I Slick AFC. I actually did a combined 11. It's on the channel. So if you go to my lives, you will see it. I did 2. I did a current one and I did an overall. So go check out that video. It's there, man. Like it as well. I don't think it was that mad, to be honest, but I hear it. It's 100% not rushing Saka back. Saka was ready after 3 months. We've waited 4. He's been training for weeks. They've been overcautious, and he's ticked every box of the rehab process. And see, now, Bazda, this is the thing. Like, this is the thing. He's actually been resting for time. He's been resting for time. People don't realize he's actually been resting for time. He's actually been resting for time. So I don't know how anyone can say with like any real vim or like bass in their chest that we're rushing Saka back, because he's actually been resting for time. He's actually been resting for time. So I don't know. All that, at this point, if I see Saka start, I'm like, okay, he's been given the sign off. I'm gonna be watching it very nervously. Every time Saka runs, I'm gonna be, ooh. I mean, I'm like, ooh, ooh. I mean, you know, them one there every time he runs, I'm gonna be shocked. But I think as the game goes on, I think more and more people's concerns and fears will start to be quelled, because they'll be like, okay, he's actually moving around normally. He's usually someone that always gets like, this is the thing as well, that I don't know if they've taken it into consideration in their process, but Saka's actually someone that draws a lot of fouls. He is a highly fouled player, yeah? And I wouldn't put it past people giving him, you know, the knee into his hand. You get me? You know, not saying that anyone's really that dark in the mind, but you know what I mean? Say Saka's been badding up Robinson for time. That I can imagine just Calvin Bassey just be like, nah, man, this is dead. Just flying into Saka, knee to the thigh. And do you know what I mean? Who knows how that type of interaction will affect his injury? But a lot of people did say the scar looked mad, and that's the scar tissue. So maybe it's healed strong. You get, maybe that's why this, you get it, healed strong, come true, thick, pause, all of that, mad. You, I'm saying, but is what it is, man. Who's my top 5 managers in the Prem? I don't know, man. Like overall, or do you mean currently? Because currently I would just go by whatever the table dictates in it. But I don't know. I think Hertz has done really well this season. I think Glasner's done really well this season as well. Truth be told, Thomas Frank, Iraola, Marco Silva all done really well. Obviously, Slot's been fantastic. Nuno, fantastic. So I don't know. It's like, it's a very like, I don't know. It's a very, I don't know, man. Like all this, top that. I don't care about all that shit, man. Is what it is. You know what I mean? Big up OR. Big up Hooks. I know where you been, bro. But yeah, I ain't seen you pull up in a minute. In a minute. Where you been, man? What's life been saying, man? Usually when people duck out for this long, life's been lifing. I big up Mr. Slotball, my brother, man. Slap them lights, people. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that guy is going to put Saka in the 9, I wouldn't be against this. By the what? Oh, my days. Oh my days.
Emotional damage.
Hey, yeah. Okay.
Is it a colour thing? Is it a colour thing? Is there a colour thing about it? Is there underbelly colour thing that?
We better start slapping his lights right now. We better start slapping them lights right now. You know what? Yeah. You know what? How about this? We're gonna sit here, yeah, until we get 10 likes. What we're gonna do? We're gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here. Cool, I don't mind. I go find some shit online anyway. You know what I mean? To talk about this match. So we're gonna sit here and we're not gonna carry on the conversation until the lights go up, innit? So I'm not gonna lie to anybody, because that's absolutely shambolic, bro. You're making the BSB community look mad as well, because I know a lot of you came through from a raid, innit? So you get it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wait, blood. Yeah, you might have to hold that. Remember, we could skim through Arteta's press conference and see what we're talking about. But you, man, hold that. I won't like. You know what? Take it a step further. Hold that. You get it? You man think you deserve video with those likes. Killed it. Killed it. Yeah, we gonna wait. We gonna wait. I don't even care if people leave. I mean, we gonna wait. All right. Okay, he's talking a bit about Burr. Yeah, we can look at that. All right. All right, cool. All right, cool. We got 10 likes. Hear it. Safe. Cool. But keep on liking the video, yeah? Cause I'm not gonna lie, that was mad disrespectful still. Yeah, this is still a bit disrespectful. It's still a bit shit. Yeah, we're working on it, yeah? You get it? It's man them like Lee Gunner and Co that started this Russian. Yeah. The club have been very careful with this one. Even if Saka got injured today, there's nothing more. I don't know, I don't know, man. Am I the only one from the days of halftime crooks that's not a mod? Raw. You have been about it for a minute, though, still in it. You know what, Boston, yeah? You know what, Boston? Because I know, Boston, you've known about the thing before I even did the thing on my own channel. So, there you go. Like the video. You know what I'm saying? Exams got me in a chokehold. I hear it. Well, I hope your exams are going well. You get it? We wish you the best. What are you studying? Is it A-levels as well, or is it GCSE? What is it? Like, what are you studying for? Uni, what is it? Hooks, go and watch anime till it low. I could have done that, Big up Unruly, my brother, man. Just needs to be a joint decision between... See, this is it as well. Like, what we can't do as fans is ignore the fact that Saka wants to play for Arsenal. Like, Saka himself, so this is what people don't understand. Saka's going through all of the recovery, all of the rehab. Like, he knows how his body feels. He would have known a few months ago, it was a bit techie, but now I'm moving about so much more freely. I'm doing short sprints, I'm doing endurance training on the leg, lifting, weights, heavy weights. The weight's getting heavier, it's getting heavier. Nothing's pulling, cool. I'm playing on the grass. That might be a pause. My bad. You get it? He's crossing the ball. He's doing motions with his leg that you would do usually in a game. Cool. Nothing's popping. He's feeling fine. Maybe he's on the treadmill. You get it? On the treadmill. Running, you know what I mean? He's probably doing quick bursts of motion as well to try and reenact what would happen in a game. It's not just one day, yeah, by the way, Saka World Cup, yeah, I'm playing, and then Arteta went, oh, swear down, you can play. Okay, cool, let's go. That's not what happened. You know what I mean? It's crazy. That way, if he plays and it's rushed and his hamstrings goes, yeah, they're all to blame. Everybody. The medics probably have the most strain. If anything, the medics are the ones that would have held him back for that extra 3 to 4 weeks. Nah, Saka, allow it. No. And I'm fine. No. Because if anything happens to you, you're not the one that's going to have to go talk to Arteta and Conkeys and them, man, and explain why you was playing, yeah, and something popped in the first few minutes. You're not the one that's going to have to do that. We're the ones that's going to have to do that, so relax. You hear what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is, man. I think anyone that's I don't know, I think it's an agenda, personally, in my opinion. Hooks, I'm going to be real. A lot of people at work with their phone hidden, if man get caught on their... That is funny. That's funny. What's wrong with easing a player in after a big injury? But he's been eased in. This is the thing. Well, we're in the part where we're easing him in. Because the extra month of recovery, rehab, cool. Didn't need to do that. Did it. Cool. He's played behind closed doors. Cool. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether he starts or comes on against Fulham. He's not playing the full 90 minutes. If he does play the full 90 minutes, people need to catch Arteta outside after the game. Won't lie to anybody. And then Everton, the same. He's going to play some minutes, whether he starts or comes on. He's going to get some minutes, easing him in. Madrid, first leg, easing him in. You know, he'll probably play the majority of minutes in that game. Obviously, this is from Arteta now. If it was me, I would still be easing him in. I would bring him on as a sub. That's way too intense of a game. It could go left immediately. It could immediately go left in that game. But easing him in, whether he starts or comes on, more easing him in. Then I can't remember who we play, but there'll be a game before the second leg. I think it might be Liverpool. No, it's not Liverpool. My bad. So he'll play then, easing him in. Bernabeu, he'll probably play 90 minutes at Bernabeu. Now that I'm thinking about it, he'll probably play 90 minutes at Bernabeu. But by then, he would have played, 4 games? Obviously not the full minutes, but 4 games. So how did we forget how many minutes Saka had played? I hear it, but he's been resting for like 3-4 months. He's had a mad long rest period. He's played no games. I'm wearing your Fulham tops. Hey, no more. How about you worry? How about you worry about Everton tomorrow? You got a big Merseyside derby. You can't be worrying about what I'm doing. A manager's job is also to protect. Yeah, but you see what my thing is, TK. You see what my thing is, yeah? I am more than happy to say, halas, let's not play Saka for the remainder of the season, yeah? If every Arsenal fan is willing to go into unity with me, that they're not going to chat rubbish about Arsenal, you get me, falling away in the Prem and getting knocked out of the Champions League. I'm happy to do that link up. More than happy. But if we want our best chance of beating Real Madrid in Champions League, we need our best player. And it's just that simple. If we want the best chance of potentially, because who knows? Yeah? Who knows? Because only today, you know, Prom, SHP, big him up. He was telling us volcano erupted by his yard. He could see the lava from his living room. Anything can happen in the world, you know. Who knows? If we win all our games, who knows? Liverpool might drop bare points. Who knows? Yeah. But if you men are willing to throw all of that away, you know, throw all of that away, you know, not give ourselves the best chance of winning games, throw that away. I'm willing to go into the unity thing and halas, leave Saka alone, don't let him play, all of that stuff there. Big up my brother Trudon, man. Yeah, 30 likes is still a mad thing, still, I won't lie. Do you know what? Maybe people don't like the video. That is what it is, isn't it? You get me? You can't please everybody, man. Saka wanted to play weeks ago. The medical team wanted the club to wait. Arteta waited. That's called putting the player first. You get it? 100%. This is what I would do, boy Tendio. This is what I would do. This is personally what I would do. Exactly, TK. That's my point. It has to be joint, and then they all take blame. Yep. If all 3 don't agree, then he don't play. Has to be all of them on the same page. Exactly. 100%. No one would care about the medics, though. Losing Saka is way more significant. There's a lot of people that would care, though. I can't lie. I big up Ryan G. My brother, my bro. Afternoon hooks. Hope you're good. Spud. I'm great, man. Hope you're good. It's a nice day as well, where I am. A very nice day where I am. Let me know how you're feeling, man. Let me know how I'm feeling, man. Oh, what, you played 2 games behind closed doors. Safe. Not even 1, 2. Big up, say my name. Big up TTM, man. My brother, man. All right, you got to go. All right, cool. Big up, man. Big up, man. Big up, man. Hook's waiting in the car park. Yeah. You have to, man. You have to, man. You have to. Saka shouldn't start. That's a madness. Bring him off the bench. Should be the only option. Well, and then again, we say it should be the only option. We say this, but who are we? Do you know what I mean? Like, who are we? 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 Who are we really? Who are we really? Give me a minute. Who are we? Do you know what I mean? Who really and truly, who are we? I'm just a brother that sits up. I sit on my secret lab chair and I just chat to you, man, about football. But who am I really? You know what I mean? Who am I to decide how much minutes he can really play? I can have my opinion, but who am I really? Oh, there might have been mad pauses there. My bad. Hey, because you know what? Yeah, this is a point that I brought up before. Yeah, Notice how Saka always recovers mad quickly from injuries. There's bare times as Arsenal fans, we've seen Saka limping off the pitch, limping, and we're all like, oh shit, man. He might not be here for the next game. 2-2s in the starting lineup. 2-2s in the starting lineup. No. Making a very big deal out of it. I don't think that we need to either. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. We're going to find out. We might as well just find out. Hooks, man, we are supposed to be prepping options for next season. League is gone. Let Cabia touch grass. Let Edwards touch grass. Let Francis touch grass. We could at least... Hey, and like, look, if you, man, want to throw everything away, I'm so cool with that. As long as at the end of the season, man's not hearing from anybody say, why didn't we try our best? Hey, SDFC Benny, I ain't saying nothing. Saying nothing. Ain't hear nothing from me. I ain't saying nothing. I know we wouldn't be able to beat Madrid even. Okay. Well, Guna SE, if we end up beating Madrid, yeah, I want you to come here, pause, and be typing in the chat all of that good shit. You know what I mean? All of that. I big up Beja and Guna, my brother, my bro, my G, all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Boy 10 deal. So now this is something else that we need to talk about, yeah? Are we finally going to see Arteta break away from... Because you know Arteta, he likes to do the comfort thing, the things that he's stubborn, like what he's used to. And I don't know about you lot, but me personally, I've always believed that the moment that Saka comes back, Wanyeri goes right back to the bench. As much as I would love for him to play alongside Saka, I've always known the moment that he's back, Saka's back, he's touching bench. I would love to be proven wrong. And I would really hate to see the scenario where I'm seeing Saka, Moreno, and Martinelli as our front three. I don't want to see that. What I want to see is Saka, Martinelli, Wanyeri as the front three. Whether it's Wanyeri on the left or up top, or Martinelli on the left, up top, I'm cool. Either way is fine. That's just what I want to see. A lot of pace, a lot of creativity, a lot of individual ability. I've had enough of the Marino experiment. I don't want to see it no more. Players are coming back. You get it. So, but Arteta's going to run it. Arteta's definitely going to run it. Arteta is definitely 1,000,000% going to run it. You know what? Yeah, I'll do what I think our lineup should be versus Fulham. I'll do that in a bit. The Jollof has been helping like it helps Goku, bro. Come on. 100%. Elise was out for 139 days with a tear free. That's the same as Saka, so 100 he can play. Okay. And you know what? Yeah, Elise is someone that has had a lot of recurring injuries throughout his career. It's not over till the fat lady sings. That's right. I'm not hearing no humming. Cook's question, hypothetically, if Saka's 26-27 season is messed up because of injuries, how will you feel about it? Will you blame certain entities at the club, or is it... For me, it'll be it's what it is thing. Because this is what people don't understand, yeah? I'll swear. Let me dash TK the link in it. I only just saw that now. My bad, TK. You know me, I go through these things slow, but man just seen the link now, innit? Cool. I've sent you the link, TK. The link is in your WhatsApp. You know what my thing is, yeah? And it's what a lot of people don't understand. With this hamstring injury, it has absolutely nothing to do with timing. Yeah. Because we could not play Saka for another 6 months, and it could just go like that. It could just go. At any time, it can go. Saka could play the remainder of the season, fine. Play all of the preseason, fine. Could play the first game of next season, it's gone. It's really not a timing thing. It's more of a load management, if anything. So we need to start seeing Arteta properly managing his minutes and that, because it's really not a timing thing. I'm only interested in players holding the shirt. No, yep. Yeah. I hear that. And I would love to be able to pull up to that, you know. But Hong Kong's a bit of a Mazzolinio. I big up Matt Back of the Net podcast. Big up Hooks as always. I want Arsenal to go out and enjoy today's game. Me too, my bro. Obviously, linked up with Matt yesterday. Famous man in the studio setting. Done some pre-record. That'll be coming out on someone's channel. Don't know when. Hopefully soon. But man felt like I was in the BBC studios. Saw bare famous brothers. I was like, say no more. Big up George for the plug each and every time. You know them way there. Wanyeri on the left. I would therefore do it. What are you saying though, TK?
Yo, big up. I just want to let you finish first. First of all, thank you for having me, my brother, as always. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you.
Come on.
And big up to the chat. Eid Mubarak for the ones celebrating. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know.
The month has flow by very fast, bro. So you know what I'm saying? It was a very fast month, if you ask me. But going back to the game and going back to Saka, for me, you know me, bro. I am not player FC. You know, I am the last guy I think that is player FC. You know, I do the whole shameless thing with Trossard, but that's more jokingly than actually being serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me, Saka, it's one of them situations where, yes, I agree. I felt like the medical staff did the right thing by easing him in and not playing him straight away. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's actually true that he is like 3-4 weeks back already before we played him, that's a good thing. I feel like that's the thing that we don't usually do, because normally when we have players back from injury, like Jesus, for example, we play them straight away, you know? And I felt like this would be the same situation with Saka, you know? Because you know how Arteta does these things. He likes to rush these players when they are fit. Halas, you're fit, you play. You know what I'm saying? And for me, the reason why I personally would not start him is because I would like to see how he looks when he comes on. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, we play against Fulham today. What happens? You put him in the second half around the 65th, maybe 70th minute. You see how it goes in the coming 20-25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just see how it goes. If you can see that he's indeed fit, then you can possibly start thinking about starting him the next game already. You know what I'm saying? For me, I just want to see how he is first before I straight away start him and put all my eggs into his basket. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to do that straight away. We just need to observe and see how he looks before we make conclusions and start doing stuff we shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about this.
What if they've already done that? So I can appreciate because obviously we're saying it from our perspective. We want to see how he fares, but they've already seen how he fares because apparently he's played 2 behind closed door games.
Okay. I mean, it's still different than a whole Premier League game against Fulham, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. The intensity is still different. You know what I'm saying? You do not have the leeway in the Premier League. It's different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, I hear it, but it's still different. I feel like the intensity that we're going to face against Fulham, especially against Robinson, the guy that he needs to play against, you know what I'm saying? That is a pretty good player, bro. So for me, it's one of those situations where the intensity will be way higher, and how will his muscle react to the amount of intensity that the Premier League game is going to bring? Because in training, you can rest whenever you want, not in football games. It's different, you know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm more worried about, the mental side. Personally, that's where my worry lies in it, because whenever you do your hamstring, your like it's the whole, oh shit, if I burst off too quick or if I run too fast for too long, could it go again? And that's what I'm more concerned about. I'm more concerned about the mental side.
I hear it.
That's my thing. I'm more concerned about the mental side. The physical side, I like to believe that whatever gates that they had to go through to confirm whether he can play in games, whatever tests that they've done, you know, because obviously they've probably built a rehabilitation / training regime around the fact that he had a grade 3 tear in his hamstring. So he's probably under a different schedule to a lot of other people, and they're probably at different points measured and hit certain metrics that needed to be hit for them to be like, okay, you believe you're cool. From what we can see, we believe you're cool, and the metrics that we defined that would prove scientifically that you're cool have all been met. You've played 2 behind closed doors games. You seem cool. The only thing now, which I agree with, is the Premier League football is by far like the most intense football that you could play.
Agree.
So you can't measure the closed door games to the Prem games, but the closed door games are a starting point for him to be able to move. Because we have to face it. We're at the point now where we can only either play him in a Premier League game or a Champions League game. I think it would be incredibly stupid for the first game that he appears in is Real Madrid. I think that's the stupidest thing that we could ever do. Yeah,
I agree.
So we have to prepare and build him up somehow. Yeah, and I think arguably Fulham and Everton are 2 really good games because both of them teams are going to sit back.
Yeah,
they're both going to sit back.
You know what my idea was just in between. I thought maybe we can bring him on in the second half against Fulham, see how it goes, and then potentially start him against Everton because that's like they will not come at me type of team. You know what I'm saying? They will sit back. Saka will not be as how should I say, against Robinson, that guy has 10 assists, bro. That guy likes to go forward. And you know how Arteta is. He would like Saka to defend him as well. Fall back, defend him, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, for me, what's the most important thing is to see how he looks. That's the most important thing for me. Put him in the second half in this game. If he looks good, then start him against Everton. Khalas. It's that simple for me. You know what I'm saying? But I just need to observe first. That's my whole spiel about this whole Saka situation right now.
And this is also a very good point as well, Boston. Yeah, but this is something that I want to see in general. Yeah, we need to start trusting we need to actually start putting faith in our defense. We have one of the best defenses in world football. Let's start relying.
We do, yeah.
Let's start relying on it. Like, I shouldn't be seeing Saka tracking back, even when he's fully fit. Leave Saka in dangerous. This is why, we're so bad at transition because all of our players track back. So when we win the ball back in our half, nobody is in their half. So it's like we can't really burst forward quickly. Everyone
true.
Back or run all the way back. Like, it's too draining. So I hear.
But that's a whole different conversation as well. Yeah, I feel like for us we need to protect Saka as much as we can. That's how I.
I think you cut out there. TK definitely cut out there. 1,000,000% cut out there. So while he's cut out,
oh damn, there you are, bro. I hate the fact that when I go to another tab that it just mutes me like straight away. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is, but that's a whole different conversation. That's the Arteta conversation. That's not a Saka conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's like how he wants to play it. Because you asked this question as well before I joined. You said, "Oh, how will Arteta play for the foreseeable future?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you and me, we want the attacking football, the 2022, 2023 football. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the way we need to play right now. You know, if you want to make an impact still, you know? especially against Real Madrid at home. That will be difficult. But for me, bro, let's be real, yeah? I don't know if you guys believe or not still, but I feel like the league is gone already. So rushing Saka for league games, for me, is just not needed at the end of the day. You know? That's how I see it.
Then I mean, like, all right, cool. If you believe that the league is done, shouldn't the Premier League games be the games where you now go, cool, build up your fitness, Saka, just play, have freedom, whatever. Like, don't worry too much about it. Don't push yourself too hard. Just pause. Play at a pace that works for you until you get more confident, build up, and maybe the games where we start experimenting.
Yeah, but now you're talking about the perspective of me as a fan. Will Arteta see it the same way? Is the question. You know, if he doesn't, and if he still takes it seriously, it will be then this will be a whole different conversation. You know, because for me as a fan, you know, I said it was over like a few months ago now.
Yeah,
you know, when we didn't capitalize for the fourth time when Liverpool dropped points, I was like, no, bro, this is chalk. This is over. You know. So for me, it was over like ages ago. But I still want to win games. I still want to compete for games. But for me, at this stage in the Premier League, it's a very, very slim chance that we can still win the league. And then rushing Saka back, just we want to play him in Premier League games, is just, it could be detrimental for him for the future. But like I said, I just want to see him against Fulham. If he looks fit enough, khalas, play him against Everton. I do not care anymore then. I just want to observe first, you know? Because we don't know, bro. We are not there. We don't know how he is, you know?
Just quickly, yeah. What would you say if we won our next two games and Liverpool lost their next two games?
Well, wait. Can you repeat that? We win our coming two games and Liverpool lose their coming two games.
Yeah. What would you say then?
What will be the point difference then? It's like how much is it now?
It'd be 6.
Should be 6. And how many games left?
7. No, 6. And one of them is against Liverpool.
Us against Liverpool, yeah? At Anfield, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, bro. You know, if this was the Emirates, I would say we have a lot bigger chance, of course. But Anfield is... I'm not that kind of guy that says, oh, I'm scared of Anfield, boo-hoo. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not that kind of guy. But Liverpool always turn up at Anfield. And especially if it's an important game for the championship, I feel like they will go all out in that game. So, I don't know, bro. It's... The percentages will be higher, but I don't think we could do it still. I don't know. I just don't feel like with Merino at striker we could do this. And maybe you're going to be shocked when I say this, but if we possibly had our whole front force, including Havertz, then I could possibly say, yeah, we have a bigger chance. You know, because I feel like if they stop Merino, it's over, khalas. You know, and I feel like Havertz is harder to deal with than someone like Merino. That's how I see it.
I think that Merino's due to come out of the team very soon. Personally, do you know what? I'm gonna show all of you, yeah, because you don't know I'm the truth when it comes to, you get me, what Arsenal should be going with, yeah. So obviously, this is what I think we should go with, innit? So, right, and let me know where you disagree along the way and we can talk about it, innit? So,
Wait, say Zinchenko number 10?
Don't tempt me to do something wild. Don't tempt me to do something wild, innit? So, boom, Ben White. Saliba.
Oh, damn, you're putting Ben White in, huh?
Gabriel. Yeah. Gabriel.
Wait, MLS is not, how should I say, suspended, right?
No, he's not.
Okay. This is just you building something. Okay.
Yeah, this is what I will go with. I'll explain why once I've so Obviously, Rice. Now, Ranieri, boom. Boom. And then, boom. This is what I would start with, innit? The reason why Ben White is there. Oh, sugar. We got, whoa. We got a raid from the football's 12th man. Big up Dan Potts, my brother, my bro. Everybody that came through, make sure you're liking the Bumper Clark video. Yeah, Bumper Clark, Ross Clark, Pussy Clark video. Yeah. Because if you're not, I won't lie, it's a bit mad. Yeah. So you get it. But right now, what we're doing is we're talking a bit about what we play versus Fulham. Yeah. So you get it. Big up. Could get a bit mad. Should be fun. You get it.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
I know that's a super wide, but that is one of the best memes in the planet, innit? So hold that. We have fun over here. So the reason why I'm going right on the right is because we need to start working this brother back into some sort of match fitness. Yeah, because he's going to be a big part of whatever we do versus Real Madrid, whether we like it or not. We also, if we can time it with Ben White coming back into match fitness, with Saka coming back into match fitness, we can then run the I don't know, the holy trinity of Arsenal, or that was Ben White, Ødegaard, and Saka, and maybe that unlocks something towards the end of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I'm not saying drop Miles Lewis-Skelly because he's been bad. I'm not saying that at all. Yeah. The reason is it's just I just think do you know what? I could give Timber a rest here in this game. I could. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind. I could. But I just feel like we also need to start familiarizing. Pretty sure that's not how you say the word, but you get it. It's around that.
Yeah.
But playing on the left as well. Because if Ben White does come back and he can play, it's good to have Timber as an option on the left again. Because Timber on the left is good. There was a point when people were saying, right, he's our best left back. There was a point in the season when people were saying that. So,
yeah.
And I would rather, for example, I would much rather us in a game start Timber on the right and then Miles Lewis-Skelly on the left, and then take off Miles Lewis-Skelly and put Timber on the left and Ben White on the right, then take off Timber for Calafiori. Sorry, take off Skelly for Calafiori, if that makes sense. Like, or for Zinchenko, you know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up. You get it? Strength, no weakness. You get what I'm saying? Because we know how we do right.
Strength, no weakness. We don't do weakness.
Yeah, you get it. So, but what do you think about all that? I appreciate there's a bit of wild thing. Well, I don't know about wild. I feel like the midfield sort of speaks for itself to a degree. Like, I would potentially, an idea that I would play about with, pause, because shouldn't be playing about with anything, is Declan Rice where Partey is, and then Ranieri in the 8, and then you bring on Saka at some point in the game. So take Partey for Saka and basically shift things about, or take off Trossard for Saka at some point, and that's kind of where my thinking is. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah,
what are you thinking when it comes to like the lineup and what we should go versus Fulham?
You know, from a logical perspective, when I listen to you, I can hear where you're coming from, because that's like a good way to go about things, especially after the injury of Saka. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And resting players like Timber. Resting players. It could be important as well. But I feel like, you know, it's one of those games where if you look at Fulham, yeah, because I feel like we need to observe the opponent first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is their best winger right now?
Ooh.
And where does he play? You know, is it
Willian?
Iwobi?
No, probably Willian, and on the left, no.
Yeah, Willian is on the left. Yeah.
Yeah, Willian arguably on the left, but Iwobi could.
Yeah. But who to start for them? Iwobi and Willian, or Iwobi and Traoré? Because it was Traoré for a while. Yeah, I didn't watch Fulham for a while, so I do not remember.
They may start Traoré versus us because they would expect us to have the majority of the ball. Therefore, they would look for, I guess, opportunities of transition. So I hear what you're saying there.
Yeah. So for me, because I like, you know how I do it. I like to look at from an Arteta perspective. Yeah. And from what we've seen this season, he likes to play Timber against their best winger, whether it's left or whether it's right. Remember when we played against Liverpool, he played Timber left against Salah, you know what I'm saying? And that went well, because Timber is our main right or left back that just stops their main guy, basically, you know what I'm saying? So for me, which guy will Arteta think is very dangerous when it comes to their wingers? Timber will play there, whether it's left or right. So it all depends on what Arteta thinks about their wingers, and if he wants to play, for example, Timber against Traoré or Timber against Willian, for example. So, like I said, it all depends on him and who he thinks is dangerous from their team. You know what I'm saying?
So then you would actually agree with Timber being left back, because Timber being left back means he would go up versus Traoré.
Yeah. I feel like if it's the case where Traoré plays right wing and Iwobi plays left wing, then I could see a world where he could play Timber at left back. Yes, I agree with that. But because Iwobi, at the end of the day, whether we this is the truth, and this is no disrespect to Fulham fans, if there's any out there in the chat right now, I feel like Iwobi is very easy to stop compared to a pacey guy like Traoré, for example. He also is very strong, so it's hard to get him off the ball at times. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Iwobi is easier to deal with than someone like Traoré at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it would be logical to play Timber against Traoré if that's the case. But if it's Willian, then maybe I would put him against Willian, because I feel like Willian is still technically one of their best wingers at this current time, even though he's older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I do that. And a lot of people are saying you can bring Ben White off the bench. Like, I mean, let's be real. Like, even though this is what I would do, this is probably what we're gonna see. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is actually like, this is what we're gonna see. This is probably what we're gonna see in it.
Yeah, maybe not Martinelli striker, because I don't think he ever played him at striker, or at least he didn't start him at striker ever. You know what I'm saying?
Like, let's be honest. This is definitely what we're seeing in it. Like, do you know what I mean? I actually wouldn't be surprised if, like, I mean, come on, this is like, if everybody's telling Arteta Saka can play, then Saka's playing.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like I said, this is a coin toss. It all depends on how Arteta feels, because we had games where we didn't need Saka and he played him anyway. You know what I'm saying? So is his mindset still the same with Saka? Oh, is he fit? Khalas, we'll play him. You know what I'm saying? Is that still the mindset? That's the biggest question. And today we will find out when we play Fulham. You know what I'm saying? And that will set the tone for the coming games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it all depends on Arteta. It's a coin flip, like I said. And for Baza in the chat, big up Baza, by the way, because he didn't agree with me. The reason why I don't trust Arteta is because sometimes when we see logical stuff, when, for example, Preston or Bolton Wanderers, for example, where we didn't need Saka and we were ahead, this guy brought him on in the second half instead of giving him the rest that he actually needs. You know what I'm saying? We already seen this season alone, and I'm not talking about other seasons, yeah? This season alone, we've seen that sometimes where a player needs rest, he plays him anyway. So for me, it all depends on Arteta and what he does. and I cannot give you a definitive answer on what he's gonna do, which is the reason why I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason, because you cannot predict what Arteta is gonna do. And because he's unpredictable, and because Saka had a big injury, and because normally he plays players when they are injured, like Ben White, like Rice, like other players, for example, I cannot trust him fully with this. That's why I need other people to steer Arteta into the right direction when it comes to this specific injury. You know what I'm saying? I need that. It's important for me. You know what I'm saying? Because we do not want this guy to see injured as well. You know, again. So yeah, that's my whole spiel about this.
I honestly just don't want to see. Here come D jumped in. Yeah. Saka needs to play. Would you start him though? Yeah. It's TK, man. It's TK, man. Would you start him though?
Yo, big up D, my bro.
Would you start him though, or would you bring him on?
Is this a question for me or for D?
For D, I'm assuming you would rather bring. I already know you would bring him on. I have a feeling that D would just start him from the jump. Yeah, see, look, he's played 6 sessions and full games behind closed doors.
Yeah, and I hear this 100% D, but playing against Robinson in the Premier League, where you don't have the room to rest like you do in training, is different. You know what I'm saying? That's my reasoning why I would bring him on, just to see how it goes instead of starting him straight away.
I hear both sides of the argument, though, to be fair. Like, I'm the guy that I said from early, if he's fit, then he has to play to some capacity. Bearman were telling me, nah, just leave him for the rest of the season. For me, he's fit, he has to play in some capacity. Whether that's him starting, I don't know. Whether that's him coming on, I don't know. I just feel like if Arsenal fans want to salvage anything in this season, that's only happening if Saka plays.
Of course, 100%. That is correct, but it also depends on Liverpool, because we cannot do anything about the league right now. We can just chase. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's still a risk to bring him on. You know?
Yeah, of course. But there's always going to be a risk. This is just something that we just have to accept now as Arsenal fans. There's always going to be a risk now for Saka in his career. There's always it's just the matter of the fact. Like, there's always going to be a risk now. Like, there's never going to be a time where you play Saka and there's not the chance that something could go. That just is what it is now.
Yeah.
The surgery he had reduces that vastly, but it doesn't matter when he plays. He could play 10 years from now. Boom. He could play tomorrow. Well, today, I guess. Like, he could play the remainder of the season and nothing happens, but into like the 12th game of next season, just goes. So, do you know what I mean? It's not a timing thing. It's a load management thing. Pause. So it's like, cool. Which, I mean, this kind of works out in our favor now. If he doesn't start, if Saka starts over Nwaneri and they don't play at the same time, we now already know as Arsenal fans, 55 minutes, take off Saka, bring on Nwaneri. Nwaneri can ride out the rest of the game, because we now know for a fact, 100%, Nwaneri covering Saka on the right wing is legit. Like, nobody can pull the wool over our eyes anymore.
Can I ask you one thing about that? Because I heard you say this in a few streams before as well. But don't you think Nwaneri is too good to be his backup?
Well, yeah. But I'm speaking about from Arteta's perspective.
Okay, fair.
Because me, I would play Nwaneri alongside Saka. So I would play in either the right 8 /10, and then I would move Ødegaard over to the left 8. That's what I would do. Or I would play him as either on the left wing or the false 9. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. But I know that Arteta won't do that. And I mean, if he does do that, then props to him. Massive props to him. because that would be something that would catch me off guard. Do you know what I mean? I would even. A lot of people have cooked me for this before, and I'll probably get cooked again. I would play Saka in the 9.
Yeah, same.
And then I would put Wanyeri on the right, at least to manage his further manage his rehab and recovery, and building him back up match fitness, because I feel like there will be less strain on him and his body playing in the 9 than there would be on the right. On the right, he's going to have to be running up and down. I may even consider playing Saka in the 10. I would just play Saka in a role where he doesn't need to be tracking back all the time.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No, never.
Personally, do you know what I mean? So, and the thing is, people say that Saka. So you say Saka's not a striker, but Saka, arguably one of our best finishers with his left and right foot. He's already more unpredictable than anyone else we can put.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Already
for me, I think he is. You know what I'm saying? I think he is. The reason why he doesn't have the most goals right now is because he doesn't get into those positions as much as players like Havertz, for example, because he is the facilitator. If someone else facilitated for Saka to score goals, just to specifically score goals, Saka would have the most goals right now. You know what I'm saying? And also, yes, this is also true. Merino is not a striker. And you know who also was not a striker? Thierry Henry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Saka is the next coming of Thierry Henry. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is you can change the player's role and see how it goes. If it doesn't work, just put him back in his original position. I want to see how Saka does at the striker. I love to see that.
Yeah. I would just look, it's like we're at the point now where I don't see a problem in experimenting. I don't see a problem in experimenting. Look, we have to figure out all the different type of things we can do, so when we go against Real Madrid, we can catch them off guard somehow. Do you know what I mean? Catch them off guard somehow, because we can't do I promise you, if we play Merino up front, that's baby food to Rudiger.
Easy. Yeah.
Rudiger. Proper baby food to Rudiger. Proper baby food to Rudiger. Like if Rudiger sees that starting lineup and he sees Merino in the 9, he's gonna be man. Yeah, man. Let's go. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? He's gonna be so up for that game. But I do have to close out because I gotta go do something quickly. But just before we do go, and I guess the chat you can get involved as well. What's score predictions for the game? What are you feeling?
Yesterday I said 3-1, if I remember correctly, at the Cora podcast. I wasn't there, but I did set my prediction, so I said 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 Arsenal. I feel like they will score, but we will. We need to get revenge for the away game that we played against them, bro. We need to cook them today, wallah. You know, that's how I see it.
Okay, I'm going with 3-0. Well, 2-3-0. It depends. I'm leaning more towards 2-0. But depending on how the game goes, I can easily see us just bag 3 against them.
Mm-hmm.
It all really depends on. I will see how the game goes in it. All I know is Arsenal's winning this game. Wherever the score predictions are neither here nor there. Do you know what I mean? You can get them wrong, you can get them right. But you just reminded me I need to shout Kyle to get Jamie's number. So you get me. Jamie Phillips is the real G when it comes to this betting thing. We have to talk. But yeah.
What do you think? Saka second half scoring the 3rd goal. You know what I'm saying? When he comes on.
But by the way, 205 watching and only 81 likes. By the way, I'm not gonna lie, you man are moving like some cheese.
Can't believe she even tried to do the call the dad, gonna get mad. Your dad's probably a chief. It's all chiefs, just chiefing all over, running all over the gap. Just bare chiefs.
Yeah, bare chiefs. Not gonna lie, bare chiefs right now. But, by the way, on the way out, make sure you're liking the video. Let's get over 100 likes. On the way out, Make sure you're subscribing. On the way out, make sure you're hitting the post notification. I am gonna be sending you. Oh wait, I know when I start doing the outro, you man like to run away.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not. I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
I'm gonna send you over for my watch along that I'm doing 6:45 kickoff. You don't have to chill there, but just like the video. Yeah, slap a like. So when I get in there and I go live, hundreds of man just already, well, hopefully some man as well in there from the jump. You know what I'm saying? You get it? Bear Chiefs. But yeah, big up people. Love for coming through. Big up to BSB and the Football 12 man community for raiding this show. Big up TK for jumping in. And
Big up, bro.
See you next time. Come on, you.